Hey guys, welcome to Finding Final Freedom. The aim of this channel is to give you an unfiltered look into my personal finance journey. I want to be able to achieve that FIRE, which is financial independence and being able to retire early. And this is something that a lot of us strive for, but I'm going to be showing my journey from start to finish, whether it be my income, whether it be the expenses that I have, whether it be my investments. I want to share this all with you and build a community that is about transparency and openness about finances. With that said, everyone's personal finance situation is completely different, so even if your numbers match my numbers exactly, your risk tolerance might be completely different, your beliefs, and a lot of other aspects go into investing, in my opinion. So regardless, just don't copy anything that you see. So giving a little bit of information about myself, I'm in my mid-30s, I live with my partner, I also have 2 children, we moved into a house together, locked a mortgage in for 10 years, at pretty much the right time, to be completely honest with you. So it gives us kind of very stable housing situation, which is a blessing that I'm very, very thankful for. Alongside that, we've got very stable employment, with us both being kind of low-level managers inside of the same company. We earn the same wage, but she earns slightly more just because of adjustments and things like that. But that gives you kind of a basic overview. Alongside that, I've got a very kind of risky mindset as well. So because I've got that stable housing, stable employment, I am taking a somewhat riskier approach than other people would do, which is going to make the journey exciting. It's not going to be a case of me just buying, S&P every single month. It's going to be me picking out certain investments and a little bit of degeneracy, but I'm going to try and avoid that as much as possible. The spreadsheet that I've created is designed to gamify my financial situation, but also to incentivize the best behaviors, which I will get to when I show you later on. So quickly, just to talk about some of the tools that I actually use. So Excel is the main thing that I use to manage my money. Everything links into a spreadsheet: currency information, house price data, traditional market, finance market, all of them link into the spreadsheet. So it gives me a kind of holistic view of my finances pretty much in the space of 10 minutes. Trading 212, I've got an ISA with them. Binance, I invest in cryptocurrency fairly heavily. I've got a stock events app, which is something that allows me to track both portfolios just in one app, which is very, very useful. TradingView as well. Everyone uses TradingView for technical analysis. And yeah, they're kind of the main tools that I use, or at least the basic tools that I use, surface level stuff. So eager to get into the nitty-gritty of it. This is my personal finance spreadsheet now. Forgive me, it was originally intended just for me. My partner uses it, but it wasn't intended for the world. So there's a lot of things here that are to motivate me personally, which I would recommend. If you've got your own personal finance spreadsheet, do it. It's great. Getting something that creates positive behaviors is the best way forward. But right here, what we're looking at is essentially a breakdown of the selected periods. So I can have a look at any of these kind of periods just very, very quickly. So if we wanted to look at, like, let's say the whole entirety of last year, we earned together £54,261. So not rich. I think we're above average. Maybe do a video on that later on. But in terms of the year before, 46,000. This year so far, 40,000. So looking really good considering it's August, I think. Yeah, so very, very kind of happy with that. This breaks down rolling expenses, whether it's going to be over 12 months or whether it's going to be over a 3-month period, just so I can look and very quickly see which ones I'm spending more on. Kids are off for the summer holidays, so spending a bag of money on them. As you can see, kids are expensive, but not really as expensive as people say. Yeah, so income and expenses here, as you can see, tend to do fantastic in terms of keeping my expenses below my income. We actually do typically invest a considerable amount. So if you were going here, looking over that whole time period, £137,000 earned with 114 that has actually been spent. But then if you add the investments to it, yeah, completely different. Because quite a lot has gone into investments, but yeah, that's a separate thing that I'm very proud of, to be honest with you. In fact, looking at us over the past 3 years, you can see that we've saved 15%, or saved or invested 15% of our total income, which is a good figure. Ideally, I want that to be around 20. But as I say, we bought a house, so because we bought a house, it's kind of lowered our net worth quite considerably. Got a lot of assets or a lot of money locked up in the house. So in 3 days, the nationwide house price index gets updated. So what will happen is it will link through to this spreadsheet and then affect my net worth probably quite considerably, because a few of them have been released already and it's going down by like 1.9%, I think has been said. But I think overall it will go down by much more than that, which is why I think this might go negative. Doesn't really bother me though. Fixed for a 10-year period. Have absolutely no intention of selling the house and can quite easily afford the mortgage on a monthly basis, and starting to make overpayments as well, which is a kind of separate conversation. Moving on to some of the assets that I hold. So I'm a big believer in cryptocurrency. So as most people can see, I've got £2,214 in Bitcoin at this particular moment, and 1.1 in MicroStrategy at the moment, so £1,153 to be a little bit more specific. But this kind of gives me a breakdown, so it's saying how much money we've got accessible outside of risk assets, how much we've got in risk assets. This is based upon allocation figures in the background, which I can probably make more visible so people can see, but at the moment it's screaming for me to put money into my joint account. I just keep buying crypto because the prices are good and I keep praying for it to go lower, and it does. So yeah, I'm buying, but primarily Bitcoin being very strict. If anyone's heard of Ben Cohen, yeah, the man. So if we're having a look at the positions at the moment, doesn't look very good. If you were looking at this probably a week ago when I actually planned on first doing this video, I was up by I think it was 11%, but in terms of MicroStrategy and also Bitcoin, they've actually fell quite considerably, which is a positive thing for me. I believe in these assets, so for more I will keep buying. But yeah, in terms of top 10 positions, these are my top 10 positions, which I'll go through in more detail in a later video. I don't really want to come out with the first video being 15-20 minutes long. I'll more than likely break them up into different sections throughout the week. So talk about my investments, then talk about my expenses, then talk about saving tips and market news. But yeah, we'll see how it goes anyway. But yeah, these are my top 10 positions, so going through them very, very quickly, and some of them are just by chance anyway, because I'm not really focused on my smaller positions. But Bitcoin, MicroStrategy, Tesla, DApp, which is a VanEck decentralized application ETF, Solana, Ethereum, The Graph, Binance Coin, Polkadot, and Aave. I do not have any kind of reserves at the moment. I am currently minus £246 on my traditional, which is an ISA account, which again, you know, if you're looking at 49% in MicroStrategy, another 19% in what is essentially an ETF that invests in Bitcoin miners. So yeah, it's fairly degen. For anyone that looks at the traditional market, for anyone that's looking at the crypto market, then it's very conservative. Really depends upon investing experience. £264 down on my crypto portfolio at the moment, minus 7.5%. But again, I'm very happy about this. I just want to buy more. I'm trying to get a stack of Bitcoin to become a whole coin. It would be absolutely fantastic. If we could actually jump across to my digital portfolio, as you can see, a lot of things are in the red at the moment, but I'm not really too concerned about that. These are all projects that I think are fairly good. I think it's a fairly solid list, and willing to go through what each one does and the utility it has. I don't think there's any coin on there. Yeah, there's not a single coin on there that's a meme coin. There's no Pep coin, there's no Shiba Inu. You're not going to find that sort of stuff here. I'm looking for genuine systems that create real world value. So it doesn't matter what the system is, but if it creates real world value, then it's something that I'm going to be looking into. But yeah, in terms of Bitcoin, I have 0.1 of a coin, which is, yeah, don't even have a whole Ethereum, but building up, as I said, I did have good sizable stack of crypto, but yeah, I sold that in order to buy the house, which was heartbreaking. No, it wasn't. It was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. So in terms of MicroStrategy, They are my biggest holding. Tesla, the app. This used to be full of all these dividend paying companies, realty income, but I've just thought, you know what, I need to grow, and grow in the biggest opportunity at this particular moment, in my opinion, is Bitcoin. If I invest money into, let's say, realty income, it going up by 10% will be mind blowing. It's not even predicted that sort of growth rate, but if it goes up by 10%, that would be amazing. I don't think it is going to. There are a lot of things on this list that I can see quite easily going up by a very good amount. Yeah, a very good amount. And some of these, the return on investments, yeah, again, it looks really, really bad, but 39%, I've only actually got £10 in there. 34%, I've only got £5 in there. If you're looking at the ones that I've lost the most on, like figuratively, or sorry, numerically the most on, it's going to be stuff that I actually believe in quite considerably. And again, I'll be putting quite a bit more money in this as as the months roll on. So I've just realized that I've been talking for 11 minutes, or this video is going to be 11 minutes long, so I don't really want to bore anyone. This is kind of the first video, and I want feedback from people. So what is it that you want me to talk about? I can do it in relation to my personal finance situation, people having ideas of what to invest in or what to research, because I'm not blindly going to invest in something that you guys say. I will definitely give my honest opinion on it, so like a stock review essentially, but yeah, or crypto review. But anything that you want, kind of just let me know. Don't again want to continue talking. Key thing though, this is the start of the journey, so if you want to be here from the very start, please like, subscribe, comment, especially comment, because engagement is one of the key things. I really want to start that conversation and talk about people's finances, scrutinize, pick apart the sheet. If there's something that makes sense, doesn't make sense, let me know. What do you think of the spreadsheet? Yeah, any feedback would be massively appreciated. But it's been a pleasure to put the first video out there. Been a very weird experience, being completely honest with you. Bear in mind, this is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so forgive odd things. But yeah, so you all make sure you have a fantastic day. I will try and do another video as soon as possible. It's took me a week to make this, which is why I've gone from being in a great position to being down at the moment, but we'll see how long it takes me to make another video. I will try and do one tomorrow, but we'll really see. I'll definitely do one for the housing market update, and then you'll see whether I go into negative net worth, I suppose. Have a great day, and thank you.